work. Right outside the rest stop. Trying to find a little spot in the rest stop. Take a little 30 minutes. You know how that goes. See it got the blinker on. Oh well. Good morning, you too. I'm tired. Freaking tired. Fricka pilot like I'm tired. I had enough sleep, but instead of getting up around 1 or whatever in the morning, I just want to make sure I get it here in time. Call again. Still below 2,000 miles, which effing sucks. But just gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing forward. Can't give up. I don't want to jump ship. But I gotta start looking for maybe a side hustle. Uh, hey, Mike. Again, I got my lawnmowers. I'm trying to bring back to life. Maybe I need to start doing a little better at the revitalization of those mowers and sell them and stay to my point, stay on it. Uh, I don't know yet. I'm not really good. All the mowers that I've sold, I've sold at a loss. Good morning, good morning. All the stuff that I sold at a loss. I I actually split it with the wife. I gave her some money, because she didn't get mad at me. But I have to figure out a side hustle. You know what I mean? I really need to figure out a side hustle. Something that is viable. Right? Um, I like having fun. Um, YouTube is not viable, not for me. You have to jump through so many hoops. I'm not going to get on TikTok and do like these truckers, whatever, because they're all new. They don't know no better. They don't know the hell it is being out here on the road. Oh, I'm not getting on. I'm about to, I'm going to, they don't realize that jumping from job to job makes you look fucked up. You don't realize that we are in a trucker recession. Well, why are the truckers doing this? Why is he pulling into the nose first? He's probably got a long nose Pete and wants to keep it that way. But you would know that if you had some time under your belt. Why is he doing this? Why the truck stop smell like urine? Because most truck drivers are type 2 diabetics. They've been driving for 8 hours straight, drinking, holding on. As soon as they stop, they got to go to the bathroom. And they're afraid they're going to piss on themselves. I know too much information, but it's still the truth. It's still the truth. They're making it like it's glamorous out here. It's far from it. It is far from it. The only reason I vacation 2 or 3 times a year is because the child are sent their lane. That's the only reason. And they help me become spoiled because I work hard. But I do what I need to do. I talk to you guys so my head doesn't explode. It's like, how could you just keep it? I talk because my head is going to explode with worry, with this, with that. And then I look back, man, time is flying, bro. I'm 58. Jesus. Time time is flying. In 2 years, I can dip into my 401k without getting in trouble. Oh my God. Oh my God. But it is what it is. That's why I get excited for basic stuff that I like to do. And the next thing is when, at least by the time I got home, I'm gonna have buy me a little planters thing, start growing me some seeds and watch something freaking grow. And you get that little plastic top, but I just scouted before they died off real quick. I need something hardy like green peppers and jalapenos. I'm gonna eat the green peppers, the jalapenos, and like a fat ass tomato. I'm gonna get those three seeds, figure out what I can grow. I want to grow it from a seed, and then figure out because I got a whole bunch of uh, gardeners that listen in. It, especially my man Mike gonna tell you, I don't be doing it wrong. Might be growing like 19 different types of jalapenos. Indian jalapeno, Jamaican jalapeno. Yo, might be getting it. But I see it, and I'm that type of person. It will slowly wear off on me. It will slowly. Once it starts wearing off on me, I get the itch. See, I get the itch because, you know, y'all know about my lawn. It looks like a checkered whatever. Well, this year again, um, I'm going to aerate. I'm going to scalp. I am going to top dress and grow that lawn and let it fill out this year. I'm gonna let it's gonna fill out. I see it coming. I have to feel it. And the reason is because I bought all of that sod. Every bit of that sod in the front is distressed sod. Every bit. They couldn't sell it for their price of $15 a roll, so I'm getting this over here for $2 a roll, this over here for $1 a roll, this one for $5. I've learned what I can bring back, and but now I want to expand into just a small portion of growing vegetables. I want to expand into more flowers and come back every year that the deer ain't gonna eat. I know roses and hydrangeas, they don't touch them. I know that the rosemary that I need to clip is a forest up at the top near my mailbox. I haven't had a chance. I need to figure out 2025 what I want. What do I want? What do I want to? No, not 2025, 2026. Duh. But I need to figure out what the process of how I want to go about it and how can I do it without putting it on a credit card. I got about $10,000 worth of stuff that's on a credit card that I did just because I want it now instead of making a plan. I finally paid off. I asked the wife because she's the boss. I finally paid off my American Express card. It was unlimited. Then they got tired of me, making minimum payment. Now it's 1,500. That's my thing. It's 1,500, and that's okay. Whoever that is, if I'm not sub to you, send me a Uh, Drop me a comment on in one of my videos, and I will sub to you back. I ain't got no problem with it. I can barely see it because I got the light turned down, and I really don't look at it because I am driving. You know what I mean? I will sub to you, and if anybody else comes in, drop the link. Is you can't stop. You can do it with apostrophe or without, and that will drop your link, and people can check you out. That's what we try to do. We're nobodies, but we just have a little fun. Um, but I am going. Let me tell you a story, Mike. This is what I did. I do my litany of paying off the credit cards, but I had $50 left in the bank. I had it was like 60. I think it was like $70, but I had 50 left on my American Express, and I was so excited. I said, you know what? I said I'll just wait till payday. I said, no, I need to do it now, and I did it. But then one other bill came through, and I was a negative $5. But my American Express is paid off, and that was a cruise in 2022. I'm, I'm that type of person. I got to go through it to learn. I'm not upset that I ran a credit card up. I had fun. I had fun. But now, over the years, I started taking them out of my wallet, putting them in the drawer. I call it the drawer of no return, and paying them down. So now I got that paid down. I'm going to pay off the next one. And, I'm probably start either with $25 a paycheck or 50, one of the two, whatever I can afford without, messing up my balance. I'm just 25 hours a week till I start knocking it down, getting that out the way. And, next one and next one and next one. Because when I finally get these things down to zero, I will have the spending money to get that extra lawnmower or buy this topsoil or get this or do that or buy this paint or whatever. Where I was so used to. Well, yeah, it was. It was worth it. It was worth paying 10 times. It was worth it. The reason why I say it was worth it because never did nothing. I've never had nothing. Everything I had was taken away from me one way or another. But I learned from it. Like, I see what you're saying. I learned from it. Was it worth it? Hell yeah. But would you do it again? Hell no. Would you do it again? Hell to the no. My John Deere mower, I love that thing to death. But I gotta start knocking that payment down and get it paid off because by the time I'm done, it'll be a car note. I would have bought a car with that thing, but I wanted it. I've never had the position to want anything. I wanted it. Well, not really. I just fell short of what I used to do. What I used to do when I did the cruises. Cruises are like Walmart layaway. You can put money down on the cruises and pay it off. I don't know, for one reason or another, I just stopped doing that. I would do $100 this paycheck, $50 that paycheck, $25. Next thing you know, by the time I was paid off, I only owed like $300. I need to get back to that. I need to plan this out. A lot of our trips weren't planned out. I had our trips planned out like 3 years, 4 years in advance. Now we just been picked like we're going on Virgin Voyages in November. She just wanted to do it. I don't know how we gonna pay that one. So we're gonna have to figure. We're gonna have to. It's time for a reset. You know what I mean? And I learned from it. This the only way I can learn. Mike, you can tell me till your face turn blue. I'll be like, yeah, yeah, yep. But now, when I've have accepted it into my brain, okay, yeah, I have fun. Okay, we ain't doing that again. That's like grabbing that hot pan and getting burnt, and somebody get a hot pan again. No, I'm good. I learned, don't touch that pan, and that's okay. And I learned this one thing people don't tell you, but your credit score goes down. One of the main reasons it goes down if you got your daggone credit card maxed out. You gotta have your credit card at a certain percentage. And I've got like 4 or 5 credit cards that dang there, they up there. So again, I'm picking one, and we're gonna do it. And that's it. I learned from it. I was like, oh well, we're just gonna get it done. And trust and believe I ain't gonna do it again. uh, but right now, we're just surviving to get through this bull crap that's going on, this messed up uh, situations that's going on. Uh, I sat there and drove around for hours trying to find an empty. Then I've I found a trailer, but one of the tires was flat, right? And this guy had a self-inflating, system. Man, it wouldn't inflate. I didn't even hear it back then. I was like, well, leave that one, and I got the dirty one, cleaned that one out, and picked it up, and picked up a load, but I picked it up late. I should have had it already. And, the load wasn't ready, so I went and dropped off the trailer and then went to our yard, reset, and then came back and got it. That's what I'm doing right now. We're literally like 39 miles from the drop. I have a strong feeling I'm not getting nothing else today, and I'm cool with it. But I'm starting back on my low carb intake. Starting back on. I need to do truck driver stuff. I've been doing the push-ups. I need to start doing some squats and walking around. And I need to start working on my 2026. I need to start having a better secure on my blood pressure. I checked it this morning. I got to bring my other blood pressure cuff out, which is more reliable than this little TikTok thing I got. Um, I need to, do that, and we need to start being better about. I'm better about my health in 2026 than I have been in the past. I've been playing with fire, and I'm about to get burned. I don't want to get burned. I really don't. Um, Probably gonna be fasting for the rest of the day. I don't think I got. No, I didn't eat nothing today. I've been having coffee and drinking beets. And yeah, I know coffee brings up your blood pressure, but I don't want to die either. I don't want to fall. I don't want to nod off or anything. I'm down to 1 cup a day. You know, cut me a break. And I don't drink it for. I don't drink it for the flavor. uh, Talked about the monks. I'm kind of done with that. Um, they got more fighting in Venezuela, which should not be. It shouldn't have nothing to do with us. These drug boats, were they anywhere near the United States? Nope. But we're blowing stuff up. This idiot is he is literally starting to crap with all these other countries. He's saying we're gonna take Greenland. How are you gonna take Greenland when it, I think it belonged to Holland or something? And Greenland is a part of NATO. We're starting these fights with these other countries, and it's decimating us internally. I don't get it. But I know one thing is I got to learn how to have a backup for a backup for the backup. Um, I've been looking to get that water. It's like like a 200-gallon water bin. I've been looking. I got to start looking at it again. Get that bought. Um, Start growing me some vegetables and learning how to either can them or figure out how to do a root cellar. You know, I got a few cans of dehydrated stuff. You know, that stuff that lasts 22 freaking years. Anytime I head west, and you go to supermarkets in the west where they have blizzards, whatever, they sell a whole lot of emergency stuff like vegetables and canned stuff and you know dehydrated eggs and things like that. They have that in the West. Uh, that's really good. That's really good. But you see how, and you see that should tell you something. When the president changes the Department of Defense into the Department of War, that should tell you somebody's mentality. The the, the, the guy who's in charge of the Department of War is the most unqualified person in the history of that position. And now they're trying to go against, I think he's a senator or a congressman who is retired, ex-military, and trying to knock him down, reduce his rank, and take away his retirement thing. Really? Dictatorship much? It's supposed to be the land of the free, home of the brave, First Amendment, whatever, for something he said. And anybody knows UCMJ, every military person knows that if it is an unlawful order, you're not allowed to, you don't have to follow. Say, for example, if I'm in the army and Trump sends down this order, shoot all those liberals. That's an unlawful order. You're not supposed to be shooting civilians. Well, it's an order, but you get brought up on charges for that and go to jail. I'm just saying, you know, you got to watch what you say and do, but Some of these people done lost their dad on natural line. I mean, really. Uh, I'm trying to get out of my uh, excuse phase. I'm back in my excuse phase. Like, I get hungry and I want to eat garbage, and I will sit there. I'm a grown ass man. I don't know if I'm gonna live to the bar, so I need to have these potato chips. Really stupid. Uh, I need to get out of that. It ain't working no more. My stomach be aching and whatnot. You know, it ain't working no more. I'm a grown ass man. I deserve it. I deserve these cheese noodles. No, I know. And like you said, I'm paying for it. Just like the credit card, I'm paying for it 10 times over. But I'm hard headed. I'm hard headed. But hopefully I'll learn and figure out, okay, when it's time to stop being hard headed. Oh, cool. We're going to shut down when I get to the gate anyway, which is around like 6:30. It's saying about 6:39. So no big. Um, I'm trying to figure out when I want to start doing some renovations in the backyard. That's one thing. I'm picking one of them is that's one thing I want to figure out. Well, at least the truck stops a little, they're filling back up. Maybe that's an indication of the loads are picking up. Because the last couple of days, man, it was nothing out here. Maybe I might actually get out. I'm hoping I get something through the yard, through the Atlanta yard, so I can go home and I got to get some paperwork for the hospital bill, so I can have submitted to my 401k. I'm gonna take out about $4,000 to finish paying that off, so I have some extra money to do what? Pay off another credit card. Pay off another credit card. You know, and then start setting up my vacations. I want to go back. I want to go back to the island of Jamaica and spend a week. And what I want to do is I want a real Jamaican tour guide. I don't want all that crazy stuff. I want to go to a few authentic Jamaican restaurants, a few authentic Jamaican cookouts where they're cooking everything over a fire in pots and making that stuff. And I want something like that. I want to go, take it to certain spaces and see, the ocean and the island and see the nice things and tip real Jamaican folks that, are looking at. I don't want to talk down to them like you see on the video, people talking that. No, I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans in Amityville, and I respect them and I love the food. I don't think I could eat one of those fish that is a different color. I don't think that I could do that, but I would try. I would try some stuff. I want to try um, one of the next on the next level of Uh, the enormous travel. I want to do some food travel. I want to go to different countries and go to. I don't want to go to. I don't know, Mike, if you see anything Doodoo Kitchen on Facebook. I don't want to do that. I want to go. I want to go to Korea and go to see some some stalls and eat some food like that. I want to go to Japan and go to what that Hezekiah and have real Japanese ramen noodles. I don't want to go to France. They said France stinks, and Italy stinks, and they don't want you there. In Spain, they don't want you there. So I don't want to be one. And I'm not going to England because they can't cook. You know what I mean? They can't cook. But I would like to go to certain places and maybe just fly out. We plan it, uh, relax. I don't do clubs. I just want to see, not fine dining. I want to have some ethnic food and enjoy it and take pictures of it and take pictures of the guy cooking and stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't know if it's possible because we broke. we balling on a budget, but if we plan it out, I think it's possible. If we plan it out, I think it's possible because it's crazy when you leave the United States how different the food actually tastes. How I was in Costa Rica and I really didn't have the normal bad acid reflux that I have all the time. And the fun I was having trying to figure out what to buy or what, and so forth and so on. I don't know what island, I got I don't know, a million something dorm or whatever from some island that we were at. And I got it in my money clip. And I just had so much fun looking to figure out how much what this was. You know what I mean? And trying to figure out how, can I afford it or so forth and so forth. Yeah, you're right, Mike. I went about buying and stuff and paying for this but the wrong way, but I never had practice. I'm learning now at 58, but I should have learned in my early 20s. I'm learning now, but I'm learning. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to appreciate. I asked my wife because, like I said, I bounced. I, I was negative $5 in the bank. I sent her a text. Hey, can you send me Zillow or whatever? $6. I miscalculated wrong, and I need to cover that so I don't have to pay a $30 or $45 bill. She sent me $50. I said I didn't need all that. I just needed like $6 because I always want her to know I am not taking advantage of you. I just suck at I still suck at, at paying bills, but I'm paying them. You know what I mean? I still suck at that. I got to get better at balancing my checkbook, and I will. I need to get better at balancing my checkbook. Subject. Let's balance our checkbook together now, shall we? But it's okay. I wonder if people it's starting to get a little busy. starting to wake up. It's all good. All good. So I'm starting to move on. Have you guys ever thought of getting on one of those battery powered scooters? Um, they selling something on TikTok where it's like a cart, but you stand in the back of it and drive it around. I don't need that, but I want to buy it. And I don't need it, and I'm not going to buy it, but I want to buy it. That's the stuff that I'm looking around for now. I don't need it, but I want to buy it. I know that's so stupid, but the best thing I got for Christmas was that push broom. It is, you push it around and it sweeps up all the leaves and all the other. I didn't know how much crap I had on that lawn. No wonder the grass ain't growing like it should. Also, this hard as a rock, so I got to aerate. I got to start air. I'm gonna start aerating 3 times a year. I got to start aerating. Um, Using that. Put the best reason behind pushing that, uh, you know, leaf collector, broom collector. It's a workout. It's one heck of a workout. The lower you push it, boy, it's one heck of a workout. That part of it, doing what I love, and then now I don't have to be bending over the pine cones or whatever. I think I'm gonna have a better group. I think I'm gonna have a better group season this year, and then I'm gonna start moving to the backyard, clean that up. I have 2 chainsaws, but one of them I have to fix it, and I've been playing around. I got to get back into my fixed stage of my small engine. I've been playing around. I need to fix that thing. Because I got it going, then the screws came out. So that's one thing I'm gonna start working on, see if I can fix it. Get the right bolts and everything else. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Um, Start cleaning up the backyard, and that's next on the list. You know what? I forgot what I was about to say. Also, I'm gonna start saving up for. I'm gonna start saving. I remember I talked about the other day. It's a grill where you can raise the platform up and down for a fire pit, and then I want to get smoke. I want to make a. I think I want to move from. I think I want to move from the driveway to the backyard and set me up here. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna have to fix my back door. That's one. But I want to move from where I sit to the back area. But that's gonna take some time. Have your little man area, man cave, study type stuff. We'll see. You know, ah, something on my glasses. But, looks like everybody waking up, y'all. Looks like everybody's waking up. They're waking up, and I'm slowing down. I'm gonna stay at 55, so I can be reactionary. You know what I mean? So I can be reactionary. I'm gonna need a nap. I'm gonna need a nap after this delivery. That's okay. Hey, if I could get a nap instead of drinking another monster drink, it's time to start moving over to alternative ways to uh, stay awake, stay surviving, stay this and stay that. I know better, but I'm like, well, I got to do what I got to do. Well, that's not working. Not for my health. It's not working. Uh, we'll figure it out. You got no choice. Back. It's crazy. My alcoholic self. I got a trailer full of wine, but it's going to Publix. So give them their stuff. We are 5 miles from the turn. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for this. Thank you, Jesus. Uh, is it just me, or you know, I don't watch TV no more when I go home. I'm looking like, what's on YouTube? As I told my wife, we had AT&T Uverse for so many years. They just kept on putting them. I said, turn that mess off. We need to stop paying for that because it's stupid. I don't watch TV no more, but I get on YouTube in the bedroom and I'm laying there and I search for something to knock me out. I'll listen to so and so. I'll do that, and then I watch YouTube. If I've got any questions, I'll put in my question on YouTube and watch a video about it. I'll watch a video about it. It's like when we're going on this cruise, they don't have a video of the room that we're on. Guess what? That's a video. And it's so funny. Everything that I think is going to be viral never goes up but the simple stuff that I do. The simple stuff that I do is what people look at. I did a video on these trucks sitting in traffic. Push that brake down a little bit harder, or your clutch will overheat. Everybody think it was so automatic. No, these 18 wheelers are not automatics. They just shifted by a computer and air. They're still shifting. There's still a clutch in this daggone thing. They ain't telling y'all that, but you'll get a thing right on the thing, clutch overheat. And I got 15,000 views. Probably because I don't have no sense or whatever. I never had anything before. I wanted to have something. And then looking back at, I was like, I went from the clutch in the truck to my lawnmower. It's something that I never had. I never owned nothing. Now that I own something, I want to keep it. I was trying to get over when I seen dude. He didn't want to. He didn't want to let me in. Then you got mad. What you get mad for? Oh yeah. I-10 West, 351B. That's where we got to go. That's where we got to go. Let's see. Please slow down. I'm doing 44. That's stupid. It literally said, please slow down. I'm doing 24. Well, I wonder what the speed limit is. $1 billion company, we got to cheat behind GPS and don't tell you what the speed limit is. Probably 35. Probably freaking 35. Hmm. There's a Carnival cruise ship port out of here, north of I-10. Not that far more, but north of where I'm about to turn on right here. And I love driving by it. Like, oh my God, no, cruise. And then my head's like, you can't afford it. You just pay off the credit card, stupid. Oh, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right. Sun definitely needs to come up. I don't know how you do these nights, Mike. I used to when I was younger. When I worked for a company called Shoney's. I used to do the nights and everything. I hated it, but I was always in a Waffle House having breakfast early in the morning. I never was someone in the Waffle House where everybody be fighting. Nope. Boy, they be getting it. That's why I gotta go over real slow and watch y'all. Get over one more time. What? No, no, no. If you can see on the ground, see the dots is shorter in that lane, that mean that lane is either exiting lane only or something like that. So see how he just jumped in front of me? I make sure he's the truck lane. Then I hit the brake. right. But ain't got no money for a soda, but I could eat one. And isn't that crazy? The soda is made with CO2 and brown, you know, food coloring, and it's nothing but carbonated water that ain't good for us. It's flavored. It's so depressing when you find out the reality of the stuff that you're intaking, you're bringing into your body. It's so depressing. It's so depressing that the stuff that I'm putting in my body ain't good for me. But it tastes so delicious. No, it don't. That's no, it's such a sad thing. Uh, Man, the sun will be up in a few minutes. Thank God. You can see rush hour on the other side there. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, 365. Look for what eggs is it going to smell? All right, guys. I have run out of stuff to say. We can cut this short, and I will see you guys tomorrow because we just, and plus I'll be checking in a few minutes anyway. So I just want to thank you for coming in and listening to the live, listening to the baloney, the bubblegum, and let you know you're greatly appreciated. Coming up next, live wellness on Pick the Stage. After that, cruising is fun anytime with Dave Crew go live together, talking about cruise and cruise life, and Miss T with the T, also talking about gardening and everything else under the sun. Simulcasting on TikTok also. You guys have a blessed day. Thank you, Mr. Terry. Thank you, Mike. Greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you. Another person in here, a few people. Thank y'all for checking me out and being a part of my life. Well appreciated. Y'all have a blessed day. Don't be stressed. And as always, you think nobody loves you, know that I love you. God loves you.